Hi, so I am Celeste, and I am here with Lutz Roots from Cvinger. Now, to start off, your music is steeped in the themes of blasphemy, death, and misan misan misanthropy. Now, how do you translate these concepts into your songwriting and visual aesthetics?
Mm, for me, it's it's more everything around it. It's about the decay, the the decay of morals, the decay of your own flesh. Um, and when I write lyrics, I write about my own feelings and about my own philosophy around this, let's say, concepts. Yeah. If yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, I like that. That's obviously how a lot of musicians kind of go about it. It's usually like their own beliefs that steep in from their music.
yeah.
So I definitely get it. Now, your most recent album, from 2023, that's marks your latest full-length release. Now, what are the artistic or even philosophical directions, that you explored on this album?
This album was lyrically was really it was really personal because I wrote the lyrics when I um after a after seance that I had in a cave of a prehistoric hunter near my hometown. Um, and it was like I tried to offer um, offer myself to the spirits of that cave, and it just, you know, there was very emotional, very ritualistic. Let's say it was really trippy. So the whole concept was about my experience in that cave and my sacrifice to the um, old gods of Slavic faith.
Wow, that's really beautiful, actually. Um,
Thanks.
Now, black metal often evolves while still holding true to tradition. Now, where do you see your band standing between this sort of like orthodoxy and experimentation within black metal?
In the beginning, we were really orthodoxy. We were really in that uh, brutal, hyper black metal genre, but during during years, we try to involve uh, also our um, other perspectives that we have in music. We started using some clean vocals. We started writing also um, ballads, you know, in a doomish kind of way. But we are not that orthodox black metal as we started with our EP Monastery of Fallen. So, but we are still brutal and hyper and technical. So yeah, we try to mix a little bit more stuff. If it doesn't, if we can groove with the music that we are producing and writing, then I don't think that people would listen to it.
I see. Now, you come from Slovenia, which is a country that's not commonly associated with black metal on a global scale. Now,
Yeah.
how does your local environment influence your sound identity? And I feel like I kind of got part of that just from what you described on your most recent full release, which I think is really interesting.
Well, Slovenia is a really small country. It's like there are only around 2 million people living here. So we are really, really small, and the scene is also small. But there are a lot of bands that are creating really wonderful black or death, uh, trash, even in heavy metal. So although the scene is small, um, the following is quite big. And we also had a big metal festival, Metal Days. Now it's Tolminator, so I encourage all the viewers to get the tickets and come to this festival because it's really great. It's the scenery is very beautiful, um, and the people there are awesome. So, yeah,
Yeah, and it sounds really interesting. I'd probably even go check it out if I had like all like the time and the money in the world too.
please,
Just
please do.
now, since your formation in 2012, the band's sound has definitely grown in intensity and clarity. Now, what are some of the key turning points in this musical evolution that your band has had?
Maturity. When you get older, you're getting mature and you start to focus on little things, you know, or the complexity of writing a song. It's not just like three chords and blast beats all 3 minutes long, but try to put some progressions into it, you know. But yeah, I would say maturity because the older we are getting, the more we are expanding our taste in music and in our creativity.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I definitely feel like that's a key part of it, and that's how like a lot of like of the discographies are in like most, if not any band. But I guess it depends. Like I feel like some of the earlier works can even be really good and as strong as like the later ones, even as they mature.
Yeah, of course, of course. Maybe in the beginning you are trying to do something else or something different because you don't have actually the knowledge um, or the money or know how to create a great album. And when years pass, you have the knowledge, you have a little bit more money, and you definitely know how to do stuff better and, of course, different. Uh,
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, with that in mind, do you feel like you view that same way comparing to your earlier releases from, I guess, back then with like Abyss of Horns, like Monastery of Fallen, to more of like today, especially with what your more recent stuff that has been put out?
um, well, every release that we did was uh, it was actually like it was a chapter in the band's existence, and every chapter is different. It's different mind state of people who were on the album. Um, we've from the original band lineup, it's just me now, because we've changed a lot of band members. The oldest member in Cvinger is Morgot, who's the drummer. In last years, we've changed two guitarists and a bass player. And everyone who was working on the album, uh, on the specific album, I don't know, let's say um, Monastery of Fallen or Embodied in Incense. It was also the energy and mind state of each person who was in the studio at that time. So yeah,
Okay. I definitely get that. I feel like that does tend to happen um when there's like that those change ups, which I don't really feel like that's an issue. Sometimes it even makes this more of like a benefit depending on what sound you prefer as the listener.
yeah, yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah.
now now I guess as far as like your latest release and the themes in it, what draws you more towards these, I guess, mythological or occult concepts?
Um, since I remember, I was always drawn to the forbidden knowledge, you know, um, to mysticism and the occult, and I always wanted uh, to explore that world, and I never had the problem with death. Uh, I lost a lot of people in my life, so it was it was kind of logical to explore the depths of darkness, if you could say that. But more of it, I'm trying to find the beauty in the obscure, in this mysticism, in this forgotten knowledge of especially Slavic faith, or let's say religion. No, I wouldn't say religion, Slavic faith, um, because it's really beautiful. It's really it's a man connecting to nature uh, in all the aspects, in physical and in spiritual. Um, yeah, and then the whole mm, everything together, it makes well, it makes me happy when I'm reading about it, or when I'm writing about it, or when I'm practicing it. So it's fulfilling me. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot, especially with like fulfilling like this purpose inside of you, I guess.
Yes,
So,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
now black metal performance often has like more of a ceremonial aspect. Now, how important is like the live environment for conveying like your band's message, and what could audiences expect from your shows?
Mm, um, we are trying to um, when people come to our show, we are trying to give them not just musical experience, but also a spiritual one. So we try to connect with the listener through our energy. Of course, here is also some theatrics and the rituals that we are performing on the stage, but mainly is that when people come to our show, when they leave it, they are leaving with something. They are leaving with some sort, some part of our energy. So you could say some sort of our spiritual incantation to the listener. It's very important for us that the visualization is near to our performance of our music.
Okay. Um, with working with Via Nocturna, how has the label influenced your exposure or creative process, if anything at all?
No, they didn't. We just, when we started to talk that we would like to release the album Via Nocturna, they just said, "Okay, great, let's print it," and that's it. They never had any words about the design of the album or the music that we are writing. So we had really free hands with that.
That's good. Do you feel like that the band has gotten more exposure from it, or do you feel like it still would have been the same if you were independent?
Uh, well, it's um, that's a really good question. Um, I actually don't know the answer for it. Maybe we would, if we were independent, we would go we would take a different approach uh, to promote our music. Um, but they did a good job, and we are happy with the release and how they've been treating us. So we, I don't have anything ill to say about them.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely wasn't trying to invoke that. I was
Yeah,
just
I
curious.
know. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now, as a final question, where do you see your band in the near or later future? And do you have any closing thoughts you would like to share?
Well, next year we are releasing our fourth album. We don't have any date yet. We are still in talks with some other record labels. So next year will be important for us because we are releasing a new album, and of course try to promote it as best as we can. Maybe we would do another China tour as we already did one. Um, of course, a European tour, um, maybe two, but in shorter dates.
Mhm.
Um, well, that's it for now. The wish is to, of course, to get a bigger exposure and to get shows at bigger festivals. And I think that would be it for the nearest future. But how everything will go, well, we will see.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Well, thank you so much. It's been nice chatting with you and getting
Yeah,
to know
thank
your
you.
band a lot better. And I definitely wish you the best of luck in your future
Thank you.
endeavors.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.